industrial age, humanity has been releasing a massive amount of chemicals into the atmosphere. Greenhouse gases such as methane, CO2, nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxide, and other hydrocarbons. Despite the common belief of the automobile being the center of pollution, bunker fuel and its use in maritime travel bear a much more severe effect on the planet. According to The Economist, a very legitimate source, the 15 largest cargo ships on the sea produce more greenhouse gas than all of the cars on Earth combined. This is caused by the burning of highly unrefined bunker fuel, while cars burn refined gasoline. Bunker fuel is basically just oil. Unfortunately, electric cars and other alternative means of automobile will have little effect on climate change. The problem is much more centered on corporations. Exhaust from factories and other industries put much more strain on the planet than the automobile. How do greenhouse gases actually affect the Earth? Greenhouse gases are aptly named because they, like a greenhouse, trap heat. When heat becomes trapped in the atmosphere, it increases the potential energy for weather systems. This leads to more violent weather such as tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, and so on. What can be done? It is likely that the only thing that can be done is for older forms of power to be completely outlawed, and a massive shift to more renewable energy will have to be legally forced into place. This is because corporations really don't care if the Earth explodes or falls on fire. They just want your money. What are some of the options for renewable energy? One of the most important ones would be nuclear. Even though people have become convinced due to certain historical events that nuclear power is dangerous, modern reactors are extremely safe and produce no pollution into the atmosphere whatsoever. Even then, simple and more safe reactors are also being developed. Nuclear fusion power has also been being tested, although we are not capable of it yet. Someday fusion power will allow us to harness the power of the stars. Geothermal power is another option which would utilize the heat of the Earth's core to power generators, another activity that would have no strain on the planet. Wind, solar, hydro, and other more simple renewable options also exist. If we do not change how we get our power, extreme weather will only be the beginning. As the polar ice caps melt, they release more water into the oceans, causing rising sea levels and mass flooding. Water absorbs much more heat than ice, meaning that this will exponentially increase the amount of heat that gets trapped inside the atmosphere, as the ice would normally reflect this heat back into space. As the amount of heat in the atmosphere exponentially increases, we will see wildlife and foliage death. If we lose enough foliage and trees and plants and stuff, the planet may not be able to produce enough oxygen for the population to breathe. If we reach this point, the Earth will be on a path towards becoming an uninhabitable rock, and that kind of sucks if you think about it hard enough. In conclusion, you should probably go outside and lobby for environmental laws. If you're a worker, convince the entire union to go on a general strike, destroying every non-renewable method of power available. This will inevitably plunge society into chaos for like 10 years, and then after that, probably people will be like, hey, we probably need power, and then they'll rebuild everything on renewable energy, and maybe then society and humanity as a whole might not go extinct.